Hey y'all, I am back. I know it's been a very long time since I've been up here. Life has been lifing, but if you follow me on social media, then you'll probably know everything. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. This video is strictly a tutorial, and that's what we're going to be getting to. I'm actually going to just be going over application on this video, so that is really what this video is about and what I'll be detailing. I feel like I haven't done a super basic beginner friendly video in a very long time, so this is definitely for beginners. I also want you guys to check out the liquid to powder ratio video at the end of this video. That's going to help you out tremendously with your application if you are having troubles with your application. But I did keep this video in real time just so you guys could see. I've been doing nails for 3 years now. I've been on YouTube since I started nails, and I've been doing them for about 3 years now, and I am still super slow. There is nothing wrong with taking your time doing application. I'm trying to tell you, my application comes out perfect because I take my time. Now, there are people who are clearly faster in laying down their beads and their application, and they still get a flawless finish, but I say what I'm saying as far as how slow I go is because I feel like you'll watch other nail techs and they'll be so fast and you just think that you need to be as fast as them. That is not the case. Take your time, make sure that your foundation is great, because at the end of the day, that is what we're really here for, is making sure that your nails look good and they actually stay on. So in majority of this video, I am using the 3 bead method. I'll be showing you guys exactly how I place my beads and why I'm wiping so much, what I do to keep the shape throughout, how I place down my cuticle beads. I think that is something that I get a lot of questions on, is can I do a cuticle and apex video? I have those videos on my channel, but they are so old, and I just feel like I've improved so much on my application that I just need to do a lot of my old videos over and give you guys an updated process of what I do. But right here, I am using this pink, is a custom pink. I mixed it to match her toes. She got her toes done at the nail salon, so I had to kind of make a pink with a purple undertone. So I did use I think I used Soft Life from 876 nails, and I also used a purple from Chisel, and I mixed those two and it came out with this color. Super pretty color. The application was flawless because both of the acrylics that I used were really good acrylic powders. As you know, Chisel is one of my favorite acrylic powders to use. I don't use it much in my videos only because I don't have a lot, but 876 is also a really good acrylic powder, and I do have a code for 876 if you are trying to purchase any acrylic powders that I highly recommend. I did get a question on one of my videos about what's my favorite acrylic powder to use, like my top favorite acrylic powders. My top ones that I always use in my videos right now are Valentino or V Beauty Pure and 876 nails. Those are my top 2 that I just gravitate towards because that's what I have a lot of, and it just gives me a really good finish. Now, if you are not wanting to order offline and you need something local, I would definitely suggest going to your local nail supply store and getting Chisel. 90% of nail supply stores have the brand Chisel for acrylic powders, and they are super good. I also recommend Knot Polish if you are into colored acrylics. However, I don't really go for Knot Polish too much anymore, only because I don't purchase colored acrylics anymore. I purchase nudes and pinks. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I use. I do a lot of nail art or Frenchies, and that is what my clients like. So it's really no point in getting a whole bunch of different color acrylics because you're not going to use them. I promise you're not going to use them unless you are getting people who don't want fills, or you're just doing videos for, content creating. Then I would suggest getting a whole bunch of different colored acrylics. But that is one thing that I started off doing in the beginning of my nail career, and I was just purchasing a whole bunch of unnecessary colored acrylics that I did not need. Yes, they are pretty. Yes, I do use them sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes, and they're good to have, but I promise you, if you are a beginner, it's just a waste of money. So go for the nudes, go for the pinks, and go for a milky white. Not Polish has a great milky white. That is my favorite milky white to use. So I am going ahead and I'm placing my bead down. Now, the key to this is your liquid to powder ratio, like I said, so you are going to need to watch the video that I put at the end. I'll link it up here real quick, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, what video I am talking about. But that is going to help you tremendously with your foundation of the nail and with your application, because it's just going to give you the right consistency. You're going to be able to handle your beads correctly, and they're not going to be running. They're not going to be, doing the most. So you also need to remember, when you are wiping your acrylic down, you don't want too much pressure. I find that a lot of beginners are placing so much pressure on their brush when they are wiping the acrylic away, and you're literally wiping the acrylic away. Like, you just want to be laying the acrylic and making sure that it is smooth. That's why you see me wiping so much. I just wipe a lot because I like it to be super, super smooth. My next bead I'm gonna place right above the first bead, and I'm going to wipe from left to right and then down the middle. I do this so that I can build an apex, and I know I wipe a lot. Like, as you see me like wiping my acrylic, that is just from habit, and I do not recommend that you do that, but that's just what I do, just from habit, you guys. But I mean, if you do, like I said, just do not place a lot of pressure on your acrylic, because that is going to mess up everything that you have going on. You're literally going to wipe all the acrylic away, and that's not the goal. We want to build an apex, we want to have some structure, and we also do not want the nail to be super thin. So when I am placing my cuticle bead down, I am placing it directly under the eponychium, which is what you guys think is the cuticle, but the cuticle is actually dead skin on the nail plate, but that's a whole nother video as well. And I'm just letting it flow into the cuticle area. I am not placing it directly on the cuticle, because your bead is going to run a little bit, and it's going to expand, and it's gonna go up into the acrylic area. So I'll show you guys again when I get to the next hand what I'm talking about, the cuticle area. But right here, like I said, I'm just going to place the bead down. And I also want to tell you guys to make sure when you're placing your beads down that you are always, you see how I'm going from side to side before I even touch the middle? I'm doing that to keep my shape. I'm doing that to keep the acrylic on the middle of the nail. You want your acrylic to not be falling over to the sides. Once it starts to fall over to the sides and it's starting to dry, you are going to completely lose your shape. Always make sure you are going from side to side. Make sure that you are keeping the shape of the nail. Another thing that I did not show you guys in the beginning, because I'm just going over application, is to make sure that your nails are as square or as stiletto as you want them to be before you place the acrylic down. That is just going to give you an easier guide to follow, and also you are not going to have to tighten up anything or reshape too much at the end. Your application should look pretty much almost like how you want it to look after you're done filing, or before you're done filing, if that makes sense. How you want it to look is how it should look after your application, before filing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you file, it should just be a little cleanup, a little cleanup to make it more crisp. That's it. You want your application to finish off as if you don't need to do anything else. I hope that makes sense. So unfortunately, I forgot that this finger was pretty much out of frame almost the whole entire cuticle bead. So I am going to try to go over the cuticle bead on the thumb and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, like when placing your cuticle bead down. But I will make a whole separate video for an apex, like how to build your apex, and also how I place my cuticle beads down without overflowing the cuticle area. Like, look at how pretty her nails are this is just foundation only, application only, no filing. I just thought it was like so flawless, you guys. Like, I'm glad I recorded, because I haven't been recording my sets lately. I just got back into doing nails a month ago. I took a whole month off of doing nails, and yeah, so this was the first video that I recorded in a month, and I just thought the application came out so bomb, and the color was so pretty, you guys, like so super pretty. So I'm glad I could record a little bit of content for you guys. Okay, so the first bead is going to be right about where the natural nail and the tip meet, and I'm just going to flatten my bead out at the top of the cuticle bead, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to take it from side to side. I'm just going to make sure, you see how I'm flattening out the cuticle bead at the top? That's just so we won't have a harsh line when we lay the other bead down over top of it, if that makes sense. You don't want there to be any lumps or anything. You want it to be a very smooth application. So that is why you want to make sure that the top of that bead is flat, and then you want to bring down the rest of the bead and make sure that that's flat, but you also want to keep the sides very straight. You do not want any acrylic falling over to the sides, left or right. And yeah, so that I messed up right there. I actually was pressing too hard, like I tell y'all not to do, and here I am doing it. But I did fix it on up, and you will see me put an extra bead. I think I end up putting an extra bead at the bottom just to even everything out, but I wanted to keep that in there just to show you that I still make mistakes. Like, it's okay if you make a mistake. I'm going to show you guys how to fix it, and yeah, let that be that. So then we're going in with the second bead, which I feel like may have been a little bit too small, but it's okay. I'm going to place it down right over top, a little high, a little above the first bead, and I'm going to again wipe the sides. I wipe the sides first, and then I will try to bring it down in the middle, but you do not want to apply too much pressure in the middle, because you are trying to now build an apex right there where the tip and the natural nail meet, is where your apex should be starting to be built. I don't like a very high apex, but I do like it to be one. There has to be an apex there. I know some people prefer they prefer like flat nails. I'm not into the flat nail thing. Yeah, we're not doing that over here, because I don't have time for my clients' nails to be breaking. But I also do not like a super high apex. I think it looks a little odd, and it's just too much sometimes. I like it to be very seamless, very natural. So as you can see, I just went ahead and placed my cuticle bead down. I did not put it directly on the cuticle. It just kind of flowed in there, and like I said, that is going to come from your liquid to powder ratio being exactly how it needs to be. When it is perfect, your beads are not going to slip and slide everywhere. You're not going to have to run and chase your beads. They're going to lay down, and they're going to expand and polymerize into where they need to go. Like, your bead is going to naturally just run into where it needs to go, and it's going to do it seamlessly, and it's going to do it slowly. It's not going to flood the cuticle area or anything if your liquid to powder ratio is correct. So definitely practice on your powder to ratio first, and then practice on your application, and then practice on your shaping. Your application is going to make your shaping so much better. I promise you. You're not even gonna think about your shaping if your application is A1, because you're not gonna have to do much. And the reason why I did not even put any shaping in this video or filing in this video is because I literally didn't really need it. This is what my nails look before shaping and before filing. Like, be fucking for real, okay? Like, be for real. If you do anything in your life, be for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So anyway, yeah, that is really all I had for y'all today. Like, I know this video was so stupid and so short, but I just really want to show you guys the application and what I do, how I do my application. It takes me a very long time to do application, to be honest. I feel like I'm a lot slower than most nail techs. I don't mind it. My clients don't mind it, as long as the foundation is good and my shaping. People literally come to me because of how I shape my nails and how I do Frenchies. So, yeah, I take my time. I take pride in what my work is like, what it looks like, how long it lasts, etc., etc. So yeah, I just want to show you guys how I do my application, how I get it really, really smooth, 3B method. And I'm gonna show you guys, obviously this is sped up, but I am showing you guys how I do my Frenchies, and then we're gonna close the video out. So I will let you guys get through the rest of this video and I will pop back in. I'm gonna try to film a lot of videos this week and upload them sometime. I have so many unboxings to do that I just have not done for months. I have Melody Susie sent me something. I have, who else? I have not polished. I have a not polished advent calendar from last year, y'all, that I never did. I never unboxed it. So I honestly think that the advent calendar is about to come out again in maybe like a month or two. So that's pretty funny, but I am still going to do that video, go through the stuff, maybe do a nail design because I have to do my nails this week. So yeah, I just want to pop in and I hope you guys are doing okay. Let me know down below if y'all want to see any specific video, or if you are a beginner, let me know if you need help on anything specific that I could probably do a video on and thoroughly explain, because I'm getting more into the teaching side of YouTube. I feel like I really want to teach y'all how to do things versus just doing nails and not really explaining like how to do them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather do more how-tos. So yeah, leave me comments down below, say hey, and don't forget to like this video. If you're not subscribed, I really don't know what's going on with that. So go ahead and click the subscribe button, and yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye.
Good.